Hello, Taurus. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this reading for the month of March. I will be reading from the Coffee Cup, and then I'll be drawing out cards from the Lightseers Tarot deck here. And also, I have the lovely runes that I will be drawing and reading from. All right, Taurians. Okay, what do we have? March. There is something developing from a situation that was left complicated. It was complicated, but something's developing, pushing through, pushing forward. You try to leave something behind, but there's always been traces of it that have followed you, or it's been there. But I do see you are completely closing that. No more traces of anything that you don't want to see anymore. You know, there's no like breadcrumbs left. Like everything is cleared, clean, completely out of your way also. So we do see, you know, I get for some of you something specific about harsh words. Some things were, you got, there were some harsh words towards you or something here where you're like, or maybe you gave the harsh words, but whatever it is, it's like it just you had to give it some time for things to calm down a little bit. So things are, you know, you're able to clear out a lot here. It's a lot of like, I'm seeing like a lot of junk that you're just clearing out, stopping any more of that sort of clutter, whether it's in your mind or actual literal clutter. And you're able to push forward now. Things are starting to unfold. For some, you know, I do get somebody is tempted to tell you how they feel, and it's like they can't really keep it in anymore, and they just want to tell you how they feel in a good way, like this passion there from their side. There's also something here that shows forgiveness is key, something about forgiveness, and that this will help turn a lot of things around, even if it's just within your heart, something here that you need to forgive, because you may not be doing yourself favors for yourself. You're closing things off by possibly holding a grudge or something like that. It's not worth it, basically. That's what's showing here. There's lots of good news, good messages coming through here, Taurus, for you, and it feels like something is starting to really come to life. You have placed your resources in something like financial resources, something here that you believe in, that I do see for some it had to be put on hold, but now you're starting to receive blessings from that. Lots of blessings coming in for you from this, you know, something that you have stuck with, that you believed in, that you're pushing forward, manifesting it and multiplying those blessings as well. That's really, really good. You will be relieved by you know, I get something very specific. Perhaps you have noisy neighbors and you'll be relieved to hear that they're leaving, or there's no more sound from them anymore. I know that's extremely specific, but it's there. But noisy neighbors, but also nosy neighbors. Nosy neighbors at the same time. There's people who want to know your business, but you're not giving it to them. You know, so there's just something here that you have to play with. I also see somebody's remembering you. You're in someone's mind and heart, so in someone's thoughts. You could be hearing from them. It could be a surprise trip to see them, or they come in as a surprise. Okay, there's something to do with a sister figure. Oh, lovely. We have the sun. We have the high priestess again. She's come out quite a few times. All right. Okay. And the Nine of Wands. The Sun, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Wands. And that's what I was seeing. A lot of that perseverance, but you've been persistent, which is very, very important to having something really manifest. And starting out with the Sun, the High Priestess, you start out really strong and good, and things feel like, oh, finally you're reaching a certain point where you can really have that particular freedom you've been looking for, financial freedom, emotional freedom, but as you feel like you're moving forward and everything feels right, and it is right, there is something, I do get some kind of energy that has been lingering here with the Nine of Wands, but you realize a certain a pattern of behavior from someone, a series of events here where you're like, okay, um, I know how to now remove this, no longer being chained to anything either. You've been there, done that, and now you're put into a very prominent position where you know how to work this out. And I do get you get given like um, a step ahead, like you get leverage here. The Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups. Ooh, two cards. Ooh, look at this. The Seven of Cups, the King and the Queen of Swords together. Wow. Wow, wow. As you know, you're clearing a lot up here, I get with the Seven of Cups, having to clear out things that are no longer useful for you, no longer necessary, and just sticking to things that are actually promising, not full of just words, things that actually are ready to take action. And um, be careful who you can trust and who means what they say also. There's certain opportunities coming in that will really start to turn things around for you if you choose wisely, which I do see here with the King and the Queen of Swords. It's really turning around to be, I get like something personal here within you, a connection that is very soulful, that is very deep here with the Queen and King of Swords. We're talking about those harsh words, not afraid to also the other person, you express how you feel, but sometimes it could be quite very, 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 very blunt, um and a lot to reflect with, but something does work out, and it's like a connection that is, you put a lot out there. There's a lot that, yes, these big, great, brilliant plans and ideas, but it's how to um be practical about them, how to actually, put them in action. But with everything happening here, I do see the ball is rolling. Ball is rolling in your direction here. Your significant other, I mean, it could be an air sign, but your significant, if you do have a significant other, somebody that is quite important in your life, quite prominent, something has been healed. There has been something that's been removed from the situation, like a blockage. And I do see going through a very deep personal cleanse also. With, if it's in terms of a partnership, a business partnership, it's like a match made in heaven. A match made in heaven for this Taurus. Okay. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Ooh! And we have the Lovers card. Wow. The Lovers, air sign. It could be a Gemini. Not necessarily. I'm just putting it out there from what the cards show. Okay, the Lovers card. You met your match. Look what I just said. You met your match, and here we have the Lovers card. Wow. Things are definitely working, in union here. And something is continuing to develop. There's some sort of developing story developing love story, developing work story, career story, but something and someone that is very significant that definitely will have a big impact in your life and in their lives also, by the way. And this does not have to be a love situation. Yes, it could be. And if that's not what you're looking for, then it pertains to whatever connection that you may have or situation. If it's a work situation or something here that you've been looking to um, secure, there is something of a contract or something for you to sign, an agreement. Things look very, what I see here, promising in terms of what you have been eyeing, what you have been um, really working hard, because I do see you put in lots of hard work. And there's also something here that says to listen out very, very carefully, and not to perhaps there could be some small information or small idea that can turn into something so much bigger. So it's just to take into account everything that comes your way. Let's see what the runes have for you. Okay, we have here Ingus. I'll pull out 3 cards for you. Ingus Isa. And we have Ewas. Ooh, okay, or Yuwas. Okay, so with Ingus, it is the rune of growth. Growth, like we have here the sun of fertility, of knowing what is right, things coming together here in Goose, and you using that to the best. You're making the most of it. You're using it to the best um of the situation. You're making the most of the situation. You're taking advantage of it in a good way. um And I do sense there is happiness that does surround you a lot in Taurus. With Isa, Isa is the rune of challenge, of challenges, of something that may feel like there's been a blockage. And we were talking about removing those blockages. Here's another great confirmation for that. This blockage that may have felt like it's been on a standstill, but maybe 2 minds work better than one, more powerful than one, and you're able to really remove this. So things are very, very open for you. And Utri, I mean Utri, Yuwas, or Yuwas, brings in that stability, brings in that strength. Something here is being enlightened. It's been enlightened. It brings in a lot of light, and this is going forward in the way that you want it to. You have this vision, very, very strong vision, and there is, I was talking about keeping things open, and this is where it comes in. Also, you will now start to be able to rely on someone, not be disappointed by them either. I like this very much. Thank you, Taurus, so much for being here. Really hope that this was helpful. Please do let me know. I appreciate all of you so very much. Do take care, and until next time.